All right, you guys ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? You know what? Seriously, this is what I'm going to do. Like at graduation, I'm going to go up there and I'm going to see if this works or not. Because I'm going to yell class, and you're going to hear a whole bunch of people in the crowd say, "Yes, thank you." Okay. I'm not, but still. Okay. I will find a way to like put my voice in there, like under announcements, and all of a sudden you'll hear. I know you're gonna hear class, and you're all of a sudden it's just gonna be like a random response. You're like, dang it! You know what the funniest thing is about that? I had someone start a video during advisory, and when they say class, they actually did say yes. They're like, ah, dang it, Pacho. Anyway, all right. So for all those people that are going to be doing this, we're going to go over the review. There is questions from semester 1, and guess what? I'm not going to count those because these a-holes decided that they're going to put semester 1 stuff on a semester 2 final, where we haven't done any semester 1 stuff in half a year. Have we even reviewed much of that? No, we ain't got no time for that. And even though I do allow you guys to use notebooks all year long, how many people still got their first semester notebooks? 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay. Yeah. No bueno. Why are you looking at her in that tone of voice? That one's like so bad. Anyway. All right. So semester 1 questions. If you get it, good. If not, I'm not going to count it. So what's going to happen is when I go and grade the final, it's broken down by questions, and all the semester 1 questions I'm not going to include in your overall grade. So you'll get a test score after you're done with the final, but that's not your final test score. So I have to go through and evaluate questions that should not have been on the final, and the person that decided to put it there, doesn't really teach this class and has really no clue what education is. Okay, so they're like, oh hey, yeah, I'm going to do this, and yes, they can go ahead and watch this video later on, where I am throwing them under the bus because they suck. Anyway, all right, so we're going to go through this in item by item. So in between today, Monday, Tuesday, when are you taking your test?
Thursday.
Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday.
Wednesday. I don't see you on Thursday. Okay, so Wednesday. So today, Monday, and Tuesday. That's 3 days that we're going to go over this review. And you guys, can you use this review on your final? Yeah, let's do it. Okay. All right, so starting out here. Computer system requires a user to have an access code that consists of a 3-digit number that is not allowed to start with a 0 and cannot repeat digits. How many such codes are possible? Now, first, every time we did one of these problems, I start by putting just 3 lines, right? 3 lines. So I'm going to put 3 dashes, okay? The first one right here is not allowed to start with 0. But first, how many digits are there total? There's 10 digits, right? And I cannot start with a 0. So that leaves me how many digits I could use on my first one. I'm going to use 9. Very good. So I'm going to use 9. And then after that. So the next one, I cannot repeat digits. Okay, how many is possible for the next one? 9. Why does it stay 9? Why doesn't it go down to 8?
Because you can then use 0.
I can use 0 now. So that's why it's going, it is going down. I can't use it, but I also added that. So it's 9. And my last one, it's going to be 8. Very good, because I cannot use the digits I had previously. And what do I do with those 3 numbers? Multiply them. So please go ahead and do that. And Brad, what's up, Brad? We miss you. Wasn't the same without you. Do you have the review for the final?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm going over it. All right, did you multiply all these together?
Yes.
What do we get? ¿Está muy bien? Bien, bien. Numero dos. All right. License plates are designed so there are 3 letters followed by 4 digits. 3 letters, 4 digits. So I'm going to start by putting some blanks here, right? 3 letters. So my 3 letters, 1, 2, 3. Those are 3 letters. Okay, how many letters are there in the alphabet?
26.
26. Jalel, what you doing? Are you on your phone? No, that's not your phone, right? That was your calculator.
Yeah.
I can't see very good from there, right? Okay, so there's 26. So it says 3 letters followed by 4 digits. So I'm going to put 4 more blanks. And how many digits do we have? 10 digits. So, and I would like you people right now, you put this in your handy dandy calculator. Yes. And we come up with what letter?
D.
D. That's a whole lot of license plates, isn't it? Whole lot of license plates. All right, questions so far? Yeah. Oh, right here. What'd you do? Right, so why don't you close it down? And we'll mess it up, okay? Next one. A student council with 20 members has the following officers: El Presidente, Vice Presidente, Secretary, and treasurer. I don't know. Is there a Spanish word for it? I don't know. Okay. If all the members of the council are eligible for all offices and no member can hold more than one office, how many different slate of officers are possible? Now, the serious thing I need to get you to ask right now: does order matter?
No.
No? So, if you're picked first, what job do you get? El Presidente. Okay? So, so remember, think of it like this. Okay? If each person picked has a different job, okay, order does matter. But instead, if we're all, so be like, hey, me and all the homies that showed up on time today to class, we're going to go get donuts. Okay, if you did not, you're going to have to sit and, clean up trash cans afterwards. Okay, so all the people selected are the people that showed up on time. So would that matter? Would order matter? That one, as long as you got selected, right? As long as you're selected, you go get donuts. Okay, that one order doesn't matter. But, and if I say, hey, if you were the first one here into class this morning, okay, you get, I don't know, a turkey sandwich or something. Okay, but that only goes with the first person. Does order matter? Order does matter. So now, these one right here, each one right here cannot hold more than one office. How many possible different slates right here? So order, okay, through here, we're going to have, it is going to be my 20 people. And how many am I selecting? 4. Now, I didn't do this before because I wanted you guys to do the math. Okay? I wanted you guys to do the math. Now it's time to show you the cheat on the calculator. Some people didn't actually notice it or didn't even find it. So, on your calculadora, all right, so I'm just going to pull up Scratchpad right here. So, and I know you guys all like writing notes for this because you're going to forget. So, you write notes. So, I'm just going to hit the menu. what type of problem are we working on right now? This is a probability, right? So as you do this, you have to look at and think about what is it you're trying to do. So we're going to do a probability. Are we doing a permutation or combination? Permutation, because it is NPR. So it's a permutation. And my number was what, 20? So this is how you enter it, and then do comma, which is the bottom left button down here. And how many jobs am I selecting? 4. There we go. So my answer is here. Make sense? Nonsense? Okay, did you write down that little trick for the calculator? All right, es muy bueno. Now, if you watch the video, I said skip 4. But I talked to the person that decided to put together the final, and they really screwed up the final. So I'm going to go over this because this is one that we actually did specifically in here. This is one like we did from, can't remember the notes, but it was specifically we were picking a group of Republicans and a group of Democrats. I remember the question. It was in the notes. And it said a committee needed to be formed from so many Republicans and so many Democrats. So the different possibilities. So we're going to choose 3 men and 5 women formed from a group of 15 men and 10 women. Okay. Does order matter?
No.
It's as long as you get picked, right? Order doesn't matter as long as you get picked. That's the big thing. As long as you get picked. So that means, is this going to be a permutation or combination? Combination, very good, because order doesn't matter. Remember, you go to Burger King, you get a combo, and do they care about your order? No! They don't. Your order doesn't matter. So what you're going to do is, let's start by getting the men. So in my combo, how many men is there to choose from? 15. And how many men am I choosing? 3. And I'm going to multiply this. Now, let's do the group of women. Same thing for them. So for the group of women, it is a combo. How many women is there to choose from? 10. And how many am I going to choose? 5. Alrighty, what did we come up with? Now, did you put it in the calculator again using a nice little trick? So, doing the trick again, so it was like this, probability, combo, and it was it 15, comma 3? Close, times another combo, and it was 10, comma 5? Or did I get that wrong? 15, 3, 10, 5. There you go. I'm multiplying those two values together, and I hit enter. There you go. And what option is that on my review? That's option C, right? Multiple choice. So if you get something that is not on there as a choice, that means what? It's wrong. So having multiple choice means that your correct answer is right there. So if you don't get one of those answers, probably going to be wrong. All right. This next one, option 5. A club with 30 members is to choose a group of 6 members to represent them at a convention. How many different ways are there to choose a group of 6 people? Now, first thing I'm going to ask you is, does order matter?
No.
Nope. Order does not matter. So if order does not matter, what am I going to say? If order doesn't matter, what do you come up with? It's combo, right? Oh, wow. You already finished it. I haven't done the problem yet, so. Uh, all right. So order doesn't matter, so that means it is a combo. I have 30, and I'm choosing how many? 6. And put in your handy dandy calculator. What'd you get, bro?
C.
C. All right, bro says it's C. You guys agree? No. C or D?
D.
A lot of people got C. So check them out. If you got something else, check them out. So 30 comma 6, that means you probably chose that it was a permutation instead of combination. You get it? Oh my goodness, how dare you? All right, let me see. 6. I think this is one that we end up crossing out. Yep. So you can skip that one. Right here. So 2 dice are rolled. How many ways could the outcome be 7 or 11? Now, think about 2 dice. A regular dice has how many sides? 6 sides. Okay. So in those dice, with those 2 dice, think about the 2 dice. So you have a red dice and a blue dice. So you could distinctly imagine both of them. So to get a 7 on one of them, I would have what numbers? 6 and a 1. Okay. So if I say it's I have a red dice and I have a blue dice, and I had a 6 and a 1, I also have another possibility of having a 1 on the red and a 6 on the blue. Yeah. So you have to count that one also. So that would be a 1, 6. Now also to get a 7, what else could you use to get a 7? 3, 4. I could use 3, 4. If I have 3, 4, what else could I have? 4, 3. Anything else?
5, 2.
5, 2. Anything else? 2, 5. Anything else? I don't think so, right? Now, that's to get 7s. What about 11s? To get 11, what would you have? You would have a 6 and a 5. Anything else? 5 and 6. Those are all the different ways. How many's there? 7, 8. Is there 8 ways? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. See? There we go. Are you guys feeling pretty good about this now? I'm hoping you guys aren't stressing out about this final, because as we talked about your final exam grades, it's 10%, right? 10%. So your best thing to do to make sure that you are successful is to get your current grade as high as you finally can. With all my classes, I don't know if I did it with this class, but we actually figured out what your current grade should be so you don't have to worry about the final. And it was 65%. 65%. And on the final, all you have to do is get above the 10%. Above the 10% on the final, and you still pass. But you guys aren't going for passing, right? You want good grades. Okay. Huh? What is this student? Oh, good students. Okay. Got good students here. Okay. All right. So, number 8. If you draw one card from a standard 52 card deck, how many ways could the card be a 7 or a red card? Now, please take out your deck of cards. This is actually super helpful if you have your deck of cards. You guys not have your notebook? Is that what the problem is right now? All right. Last time we did this, we didn't have a color picture of it, so I'm trying to make this as easy and painless as possible now. So, a lot of people couldn't tell me the names of each of these. So, this one on the bottom is called a... It's not called a bottom, it's called a what? Club, right? Club. I'm sorry. Okay. So, I'm going to put it down over here. I will name it down over here. So, these are my clubs. This thing over here is the spade. This thing is diamond. D-I-A-M-O-N. Okay, something like that. Diamond. And this last one is? Okay. H-E-A-R-T. Very good. Now, I have it up here with colors, so it's a little bit easier to identify, and so you can go through and see what everything is supposed to be. Anything that's going to be face card is going to be cards with a, how about a face? Okay, any face card, if they ask for a face card, that's cards with a, okay, so these are face cards. All right, hopefully that helps. So let's go back to my question. If you draw one card from a standard 52 card deck, how many ways could the card be a 7 or a red card? Okay, so it's an or statement here, so this is important. So how many 7s do I have? Okay, so I have 4 7s, don't I? Okay? So I have 4 sevens. And how many red cards do I have? 26. Because I have 26, I have 13 hearts that are red, and I have 13 diamonds that are red. So that's going to be 26. Now, do I have any that are in common? So if you look right here, I started with these, right? I started with sevens. And now I am going with the red cards. These are all my red cards. So this is included. So that means I counted some of these cards more than once, didn't I? Which ones did I count more than once?
The red seven.
Red sevens, right? So what should I do with this? Because I had 4 in my first group, 26 in the next group, but I'm going to subtract. How many am I subtracting?
2.
2, because it's these 2 red sevens that I had more than once. So, total number, what do I get? 20 what? Sorry. Now, this next one. What's the probability of getting exactly 1 3 in 7 rolls of a dice? So as we do this, we're going to roll a dice. So my first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do this 7 times. So these are probabilities on this: 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I know that each time is out of 6, right? There, good. So I only want a what? 1 3. Not more than 1, just 1 3. So for the first thing I'm going to do is, I don't want a 3. Let's do the 3, the last one, just to make life easy. So I don't want a 3 here. What is it looking for if it's not 3? How many not 3s do I have? I have 5 not 3s. And then I'm going to do that again, because I'm going to have again another 5 not 3s. And I'm going to keep doing that because I don't want 3 until the very end. But the last one, right there, the last one, I want it to be a 3. How many 3s are on my dice? 1. I have 1 3. So I'm going to have 1 3. So what should I do with all these? Yep. There you go. And I know you people are all putting this into your handy dandy calculator, or you're just playing Candy Crush because you already finished all this. Yeah, who's a good girl? You are. Yes. What's up? Yes, that would work. Uh, so if this. Okay. So this one right here, as we're plugging it in, so you're saying your answer is letra A. A. D. C. It's not option C. It's yeah. Ah, ah. Right, let's keep going. Numero 10. Yes. Yes. All right, a card is drawn at random from a standard deck of cards. The probability that card is not a 5. Okay, let's go back to my deck of cards. First, how many cards do I have? I have 52 cards, right? Okay, so I want not 5. So first, how many 5s do I have? I have 4 5s. Those are these 5s right here. So not 5s would be everything else. And that gives me what? 48 out of and put in your handy dandy calculator. Your calculator will do the reducing for you, right? We get what? C? Option C. Say. Say what? See what I did there? Okay, good. Okay, this one's actually a lot easier. So we didn't do it the same way when we did this. These trees are actually pretty easy though. So it says during a flu epidemic, 35% of school students have flu. Of those students with flu, 90% had high temperatures. However, high temperatures are also possible for people without the flu, in the fact that the school nurse estimates that 12% of those without the flu have high temperatures. Tree diagram here. Okay, so it's going to ask you 2 questions. So that's how many branches this tree has. It has 2. So student has a high temperature. What is the probability student has a flu? Okay, so has a flu. So that means flu, not flu. Okay, that's the first question. So has the flu. And what else do I have? High temperature, right? So high or not high? Circle those 2 things. So what 2 numbers am I going to multiply together? 0.35 times? Yeah. So like I said, these ones are a lot easier. You just have to look at the question and break it down according to the tree. All right, what do we come up with here? Is it B? I? No, there's no option I. Yes? You guys agree? Okay, good. All right, so now this one. It's just, yes. What's up? Student has a high temperature. So right here. So what is the probability that the student has a flu? Because this question first is flu. So the first part of this, so you have to work it backwards. So you circle the flu, okay, and then not flu. Okay, so flu or not flu, so you have to go there, and then you go backwards. High temperature there. That's why. It's so yeah, you just have to work backwards on this. Because asking the 2 questions, the first question is flu or not flu, high temperature or not flu. High temperature here. No. No, because we don't want not. This is not flu. We want flu. This is not flu. That's why. So that's why we're choosing. We choose flu and we choose hydrogen. All right, so I'm going to do a thing for this one. I'm going to do a tree. And it just makes life easier to do these ones having a tree. So it says that it is going to be rain or not rain. And this is for Monday. And then there is an option on this next one, which is rain or not rain for Tuesday. We didn't do it like this before, but these ones are a lot easier than some of the regular word problems that there were. So that's why I'd rather go over this. So Monday and Tuesday, it's a rain and not rain. So rain and not rain. So for those people that are paying attention, okay, rain and not rain. There you go. Okay. Weather station in certain area gathers data about chances of precipitation, predicts that if it rains on a given day, 50% of the time it will rain the next day. Okay. So let's go back here. So if it rains on a given day, the next day, what is my chances? It's 50%. So it's going to be 0.5 and 0.5 right here. Does that make sense? So if it rains, yeah, you got a 50-50 chance of it raining the next day. If it's not raining, it will rain the next day only 30% of the time. If it's not raining, it will rain on Tuesday. What percent? 30%, right? So it's going to be 0.3. There is a 30% chance of it raining the next day, right? So what's the chance of it not raining the next day? I almost heard it. 0.7, right? Because it's got to add up to 100%. It's got to add up to 1, so that's going to be 0.7 right there. So we're filling this out as we go to ask myself the questions. All right. Okay. The weather forecast for Monday predicts that the chance of rain will be 80%. Okay, so for Monday, rain, yes, is 80%. So for Monday, my rain yes is, what am I going to put right there? 0.8. And for not rain, it would be what? 0.2. So I filled out the tree. Now I got to go back and look at the question it's asking in the end. What is the chance of rain on Tuesday using this pattern? Okay. So rain on Tuesday is what I'm looking for. I want rain on Tuesday. Given that it is 80% chance, dang it, went the wrong way. So 80% chance to rain on Monday. So I want rain and rain. So rain and rain. So what should I do with those two values? Multiply. Let's multiply that. So it's going to be 0.5 times 0.8, which is going to give me what, like, was it 40%? 0.4, which is a 40%. How you guys feel about that? Okay, not bad. All right, make sure you guys all like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button and support my channel. I'll get you in a second. All right. Buy stuff from my merch store.